So this container here is filled with a secret formula solution that I came up with for dissolving gold. And I'm slowly breaking it down to turn it into a red oil substance, which can be described as the dragon's blood in some alchemical terms. Some alchemists call it dragon's blood. It's just oil of gold, but it's going to take quite a lot longer for it to finish like breaking down and concocting into concentrated gold oil. It'll be very potent for enhancing psychic abilities and increasing the electrical flow between the nervous system and neurons in the brain and whatnot, which makes it easier to manifest things. Now over here, I'm working on my red stone, my red philosopher's stone, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this candle burner. I'm going to drop a bead of mercury into this bowl above. I'm going to place a candle underneath it just to heat it up enough that it'll become less dense than the red powder that I'm going to throw into it. I'm going to throw some red powder into it, and I'm going to be doing this outside because I don't have ventilation in my room. I'm going to do this outside, and I'm going to be wearing safety equipment, masks, and things like that. But I'm going to throw red stone powder onto the mercury in that wax burner, and my roommate is letting me borrow his tripod and his GoPro so that I can actually record a bead of mercury turning into gold, so that I can finally lay to rest all the naysayers about the transmutation of metals with the stone of the philosophers. So yeah, hopefully my red stone powder will be potent enough and with enough energy stored inside of it to cause a bead of mercury to visibly change into gold. Now I'll have to stir it around with a little steel rod in that little bowl, but as long as my red powder comes out half-ass decent, then I should be able to yield some gold out of that mercury. But this is it's a very slow reddening process. It's sort of really dark, like blood. Honestly, it's got kind of a violet hue to it in some senses, but it's really dark, almost black. It's not quite the red hue I'm looking for. I think I've added too much water, and I'm gonna have to decoct it, and I think I'm gonna have to dry it out, and I might have to increase the philosophical sulfur in order to elevate its redness, because it's not very red. It looks almost black, but I did just finish fermenting. But yeah, I'll show you what it's like when it's dry. When it's dry, it's kind of a reddish purple. It's kind of a like a royal purple red color. Yeah. This camera sucks though. See if I can get a shot of the inside of that for y'all. Yeah, no, it's not really. Still got a ways to go. That I actually need to probably put another week of effort into this. Maybe even a month before I can actually record this experiment. But yeah, I'll probably enhance it, just kind of cheat by like adding some red phosphorus to it, to help aid it in its reddening. I mean, the reddening process is very slow. It can take a long ass time. But yeah, so yeah, here soon, hopefully in the next, maybe at some point this year, I will be able to use this GoPro and tripod to record transmutation of gold from mercury. Since I've actually witnessed it happen before in past experiments, I'm trying to mimic the formulas that I used back then, because some of my formulas have changed a lot. I've experimented with a bunch of different techniques and find that some works better than others. But yeah. Now as for the transmutation of gold from lead, that's a different story. That's going to be a lot harder to record because it can take several weeks of blasting lead in a furnace and hitting it with a blowtorch and constantly smelting it down over and over again, and constantly throwing more red powder onto it. And it takes forever to get lead to transmute because it's so dense and stubborn. Anyways, yeah, figured I'd update y'all on some alchemies, and so y'all follow my YouTube channel, Alchemy101, and AlchemyLab101, and y'all look forward to my next video, and I'll let y'all know when it's finished.